Hello, everyone. So, another week has passed for many of you still stuck with those pending payments and are waiting for your new claims to be processed in order to continue receiving benefits. Yet, there was still no official word from EDD this week addressing those issues or releasing any time frame for resolution. However, we did get several pieces of EDD related news this week. We had the EDD director state when she thought your claim issues were going to be fixed. We also saw the new backlogged claim numbers and a plan that would have over 1,000 EDD staffers transferred from their current jobs. There are some now calling for the states and even the federal government to stop paying the $300 weekly federal unemployment bonus to people after the latest jobs report was released this week. As an ongoing reminder for those of you with pending payments who have reached the end of your benefit year, unless you're on a PUA claim, you must file for that new claim to continue receiving benefits because that is not going to happen automatically. For some, the confusion continues to be is if you received the most recent unemployment extension and saw your claim balance increase, that there's nothing else you needed to do. Again, that is not the case. Just because you had the extension applied to your claim, it does not guarantee you are going to continue receiving benefits until September. The need to file for a new claim is the number one reason why these pending payments are happening in the first place. However, there could be other reasons such as ID verification or a phone interview needed before the payments can resume. This week, the director of the EDD, Rita Saines, spoke to a state assembly subcommittee where she heard from several assembly members who expressed how frustrated they were with the ongoing issues, such as the growing number of backlogged claims and the inability to reach EDD by phone. They also brought up how many claimants, which may include some of you, have contacted their office for assistance. Now, when she was asked when people can expect the majority of issues to be resolved, she told the committee, I quote, "To tell you the truth, I think that we're going to begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel probably at the end of June." So safe to say many people were not convinced with that answer. And given the recent history of EDD's missed deadlines, these problems really seem like they are going to take much longer to fix. And that leads us into the second news development, which is we got to see the latest number of EDD backlogged claims, which now stands at over 1,080,000 claims, which is made up of many of you watching. That is a combination of claims pending EDD action, as well as those claims needing claimant certification. That was actually an increase of 50,000 claims since the beginning of April. No doubt the benefit year end and new claims being filed played a huge role in that increase. And given how many people are going to reach the benefit year end in the month of May, those numbers are likely to rise even more, and the delays will continue. But we still have no set time frame on how long it is going to take EDD to process all of those new claims. Now, it is probably safe to say a majority of you have tried to call into EDD to get their issue fixed, and many of you were not successful in reaching anyone. Well, you're not alone. For week ending May 1st, there were over 4.8 million calls placed into EDD, with the majority of those being callers who called in multiple times. So for those of you who have called 60, 70 times in a day, each call is part of that number. And in the end, less than 268,000 of those calls were answered by staff. This week, we also saw feedback about the proposed plan for the creation of a new department called Better Jobs and Higher Wages, which would take away some tasks currently handled by the EDD, such as existing employment, training, and data collection services. In doing so, it would have taken about 1,600 current EDD employees and moving them into that new department. And while the 1,600 employees are said not to be responsible for day-to-day administration tasks, the question asked by some is why not shift those 1,600 employees to processing claims or call center positions? Adding even half of those employees to more essential positions could see some reduced wait times and claim resolutions. However, it seems the idea is being widely rejected given all the current problems going on with the EDD right now. The Assembly Budget Committee chair said that this is not the right time to create a new department or move current employees, and that the EDD must address the current issues first, including the backlogged claims. There was also a review by the Legislative Analyst Office, who was unclear on what problem the reorganization was going to solve. And finally, the latest nationwide jobs report this week was released for the month of April, and it caught a lot of people off guard. Economists were predicting roughly 1 million new jobs were going to be created in April, and in reality, only 266,000 were, with the unemployment rate at 6.1%. Now, there were those who quickly came out and blamed these low numbers on the additional $300 a week federal unemployment benefit and calling it to be stopped immediately because it was keeping people from returning to work. However, that is widely debated among economists, and people are just not seeing the data to suggest that is a reason. However, there are actually two states, Montana and South Carolina, not only stopping the $300 a week bonus, they are also ending PEUC payments as well as the PUA program entirely, which means many claimants who are not eligible for regular unemployment benefits will be cut off completely. In South Carolina alone, there are over 100,000 people on either PEUC or PUA claims. Now, I'm very confident when I say that this is not going to happen in California, that PEUC and PUA claims, along with a $300 weekly federal benefit bonus, will continue until September 4th. And furthermore, given the administration's current position, there will be no change by the federal government on this. So, again, I don't think anyone in California needs to worry about this happening. Let us know in the comments section below what problem you are currently experiencing. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation and update you on any developments. Make sure to click on that subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.